right, so just
This
a
is
little quick
so cool.
15-minute ride and just been asking you some questions. And yeah, that's once you get going, the
Yeah.
tip feels really good. All right, Pedicab Confessions coming to you live from good old. Well, I guess you're probably not watching live, but coming to you from Denver, Colorado, the Mile High City Engage Conference 2025. I am here with the one, the only, the indomitable Shaqueena Cleveland.
Yeah.
Say hello, Shaqueena.
Hi. Hi, guys.
All right. You guys don't know, you're in for a treat. One of the top performing producers east of the Mississippi. You are still east of the Mississippi.
I am.
You don't live on the other side of Memphis.
Not yet.
All right. All right. Yeah, this is the fun part. Like we get to hit a little bump.
Yeah.
Again. All right. So Shaqueena, tell everyone just who you are. How did you get into the insurance industry? What were you doing before insurance, and why are you now in the insurance industry?
Absolutely. So prior to insurance, I was in the accounting industry for about 17 years. And so I was introduced to Symmetry as a client.
Okay. So you were a client first.
I was a client first.
Okay.
My husband and I got a home built and understood the fact that we needed mortgage protection. And so the agent came over to our home and he stayed for a pretty long time, maybe 5-6 hours, took up most of our day.
Okay.
And right before he walked out the
Y'all
door.
didn't kick him out.
No, I think
He was a good
him.
agent.
We made him a little bit too comfortable. It's
Okay.
that Mississippi Southern hospitality. And so right before he walked out of the door, he said, "Hey, you would make a great insurance agent." And I said, "Who, me? No, I don't want to sell anybody anything. I don't want to persuade anyone to buy anything." He said, "No, just how you and your husband reached out to me, that's how your clients are going to reach out to you."
Okay.
I said, "Is that simple?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, okay." And I wasn't.
How long ago was that?
That was September, will be 2 years ago.
Okay.
So almost 2 years ago.
Almost 2 years ago. All right. And so in that time, so accounting for 17 years, 2 years ago, you go to get insurance on yourself, you and your husband, on the new house that you guys just got.
Yeah.
Find out, hey, I might be a good insurance agent. So got into the industry. What's been like in that time? Again, 2 years, not a very long window. What's the most production you've ever done in 1 week?
1 week, about 30,000.
I told y'all we would have some top producers on this thing. So
About
30,000 in 1 week. And what did it take to set up a $30,000 week? Like how many did you leads, more market? Who were you talking to?
Definitely leads.
Okay.
For sure. Warm market, that was for the first 2 months of onboarding. After that, leads for sure. So for me, what it takes to hit 30,000, for sure, you have to have resources. Outside of resources, just a clear mind. Like block out all distractions.
Okay.
And I don't think about how I'm going to do it. The only thing I know is that I'm going to do it, and it happens.
Okay.
Every single time.
So I'm assuming you have a pretty specific schedule.
I do.
For your week. What walk us through? Like what's give us a typical Shaqueena production day.
So actually, I produce 7 days a week.
Okay.
On Sundays, it's going to be from 8 to 12. So 8 o'clock, I'm on the phones dialing.
Okay.
And I do that for about an hour. Actually, I wake up at 6. So from 6 to 8 o'clock, I'm getting myself together and saying my affirmations and just preparing for the day. By 8 o'clock, I'm dialing from 8 to 9. And then from 9 to about 12, I'm just looking through my business, getting everything prepared for Monday.
Okay. And so, like when you're saying you're dialing, you dialing mortgage protection, general life, final expense, or you're just like, hey, give me a lead, I'll dial it.
So as of lately, I've been saying, give me a lead and I'll dial it.
Okay.
But usually it's going to be mortgage protection.
Okay. All right.
Love mortgage protection because much can come from that one.
You were a mortgage protection client.
Yeah.
So like you certainly
totally
know
believe
that.
it.
Like you totally believe in it. So
Absolutely.
I always tell agents like, what is your niche, right? Like if there's something you really believe in,
Yeah,
talk about that.
definitely
Talk
mortgage
about that.
protection.
Okay.
as of lately, I've been doing more of the IULs, and I absolutely love that.
Okay.
So I'm torn between which one I really want to just focus more so on. But mortgage protection is my foundation for sure.
All right. Well, let's do a couple of quick question and answers. You know how they do on these confessional shows.
Okay.
The quick answers. All right. What do top producers really do differently when no one's watching?
Work.
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 Yeah.
For sure. And that's all it takes. You just have to put in action, put in work. A lot of people, they think about having fun and feel like they're not going to have a life, but I don't feel that way because what I do is fun. This is fun.
Well, but I've seen you have fun on some carrier trips now.
That is so true.
It's not that you have any.
I'm expected to go on 2 more this year, so that's
right.
super exciting.
How many carrier trips did you go on? With those 2 coming up, how many have you gone on or will you have gone on for this year?
It will be 3.
3 carrier trips. Is that including symmetries?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If someone gave you $1,000 right now and said, go build momentum, what would you do?
What would I do with $1,000? I would invest every single penny in leads. Every single penny.
All right. You've only been, so when you wrote 30,000, how many applications was that?
I would say about 22, between 22 and 26.
22, 26 applications. So you talked to a lot of clients. That's a lot. How many clients do you think you spoke to that week to write 22 applications?
Around 22, 26.
Okay. All right. So this is a great one for you. What client objection did you used to fear before you had a week like that you no longer fear? Like, what's something that comes up and how can people handle it?
I would say people who answer the phone angry already.
Okay.
That would get to me so bad in the very beginning. And it's like, it would make me stutter. Like I wouldn't know it would throw me off. I wouldn't know what to say next. Even if I was looking at my script, it's like, oh my goodness, what do I say next? For example, one lady answered the phone and she said, speak. And that threw me off. And I didn't know what to say next.
What did you say next?
I may have hung up the phone. I was really good at that.
Okay. So you could come from that to where you like to writing 30,000 a week.
Yeah.
Like,
so now,
but I think people think that you were like good from day one.
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
My favorite thing to do was to hang up the phone.
Okay.
That's
So if that's something that you're struggling with, this is your hope. Okay. You can write 30,000 a week too.
Yeah.
So what did you do to overcome that? Like, what did you do to overcome the objections that you would get?
So I talked to more people
Okay.
because I knew that I wasn't going to become comfortable until I talked to enough people where it didn't matter anymore. It didn't bother me anymore. So that's what I did. So now I have people answering the phone all kind of ways. And I just ensure that I maintain professionalism and also while being down to earth and friendly at the same time. It's just a mixture of all of that together. So regardless of how you answer the phone, I'm going to say hi. So if someone says speak, I'm going to say absolutely. Hi, Shaqueena here. Give you a call about whatever that may be.
Gotcha. So would you say like your form of communication, like what's in your mindset? Like when you go to call that lead, what are you thinking as you're getting ready for that lead to get yourself in the right mind state to make the right call, to say the right thing?
I remind myself of who I was as a client in the very beginning. So my agent ended up coming over to my home because I gave him the runaround. I told him that I was busy. I hung up on the agent a few times.
And he still got to the house and sold you that policy. And you're an agent then.
Instead of calling me back, he just came on over, and I'm so grateful that he did.
Okay.
So how I'm thinking when I approach clients, I'm thinking about how I was. Like I really didn't mean no. I just meant that I didn't have enough time. And so now I feel like a no today isn't a no tomorrow. So just because you say no on today doesn't mean that you're going to say that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it works.
if more agents would remember that, like,
Yeah,
we're clients too of something. Right?
absolutely.
Hopefully, we're clients of life insurance.
Absolutely.
And like we've been in that place where we were kind of like, I can't talk today. I'm too
Yeah.
busy. I'm like, we've been that person, but we still got the policy, got the coverage, bought the product.
That's right.
And if we can put ourselves in that mind space
Mhm.
for how we're talking with these clients that
Absolutely.
we have, whether it's a lead, whether it's your warm market. Like I remember, I'll share this quick story before we get to our last couple of questions here. But the only set of knives I've ever bought were Cutco knives.
Uh-huh.
And you know why I bought them?
Why?
Because my cousin asked me if I would buy Cutco knives.
Uh-huh.
And I just had to think, like, I wasn't looking for any knives at the
Mhm.
time. I wasn't trying to buy a $1,000 set of knives. But because my cousin said, hey, they're really good, I think you should get them. You'll be helping me out. I did it, right?
Uh-huh.
And do you know what I still have on my counter?
What?
today?
Those same knives?
Those same knives. We still use those knives every single day. It's the best use of $1,000 knives that I've ever had. But so like I think that's like that's a great mindset, like to frame it in that way. And I think
Yeah.
if more agents did that, I think they'd be a bit more calm about making those dials.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because I was afraid to make dials. I know a lot of people think that I just started out, just taking off from the very beginning, but I was scared. So scared.
Hey, thank you for sharing that. More people need to hear that too. All right. So, quick questions as we come up to the end of our ride here. Weirdest place you've ever closed a deal?
I would say the weirdest place gonna have to be the gym.
Okay. So,
Yeah, that just happened last week.
okay.
There's a guy. It seems like we always get to the gym at the same time, and he finally built up the nerve because this is what he said to say something to me. So he said, "Hey, how are you? What do you do for work?" And I told him. He's like, "Oh my goodness, I've never heard of mortgage protection before. What else do you all offer?" So I closed him on, and I did 12,000 last week with two of those policies from him. So I closed him on an IUL and mortgage protection
Love it.
at the gym, sweaty.
Love it.
Gym
right
clothes.
policies in the gym. Get your lift and your commission check on.
Absolutely.
Last question for that new agent who is looking to get into this industry. Maybe they haven't fully committed yet. They haven't made that decision.
Mhm.
What would you share with her right now, as far as where you're sitting here 2 years later,
Yeah.
that she should be thinking and doing right now so that she can be where you are?
Absolutely. So I would say, even though it feels uncomfortable, even though you may not understand where you are or what you're currently doing, just trust your mentor, trust the system, and lean into it. Because the more you lean into the system, the more things are going to make sense for you, and you'll be so happy that you didn't fumble the ball, for sure.
Love it. You guys are hearing from she's a legend already, but it's getting even more legendary, right?
Absolutely.
Shaqueena Cleveland, thank you for being here with
Thank
us.
you.
Hope you guys got something. Hope you took some notes and you used some of that stuff like today. Like use that schedule thing today.
Yes.
That's gold. And use the whole, if I was a client, what would I, go back and re-listen. You'll remember the part. But coming back here from the Mile High City,
Yeah.
Pedicab Confessionals, we'll talk to you soon.
This was so much fun.
Is your first time?
It's my first time.
Awesome. Glad I could be here for the first time.